This is Shadow Wolf Gamer 489 here, and I'm here with Story and Penguin with a third, yes, the third storytime video of the day. We just started doing them today, and there's so many stories. We just couldn't wait. This guy, I've told you, if you guys saw the Dying Light video, this guy has so many great videos, and I could tell he just wanted to say. He just couldn't tell. So depending on the length of the stories, we're either going to be listening to one or two of his stories today. And this is Dying Light gameplay in the background. Obviously. But I hope you guys enjoy the story.
Really?
What are you going to be telling us today, Penguin?
Okay, I've decided I'm going to tell a story that only about 3 people know.
Do I
And
know
if my
about it?
parents ever found out, they would kill me. No, I don't think so.
Oh, I don't. Come on, man. You got to hold out for
I
me.
think I told Kelsey, Kelvon, and Lexi.
You trusted Lexi more than me? Come on. Sorry, guys. Personal
No.
life going into the video. Anyway. Yeah, he's going to tell a story. This is my first time hearing it, too, so I am
It
so ready
might
for
not
this.
be, I don't know.
Alright, what's the name of your story, dude?
I haven't thought of a name. Don't stray away from your family and walk down alleyway when you're in Indianapolis.
Alright, well, let's go with the story.
Okay,
Hold on.
so I was probably... What'd you say?
I said go.
Oh, okay. I thought you said hold up. Alright, so I was probably, I don't know, probably 11 or 12, and I don't think I look old for my age. I don't know, like, some people think I look like I'm like 4 years older than I should be. Some people think I look 4 years younger than I should be. I don't know, but for some reason people think that I look older than I actually am. So I said that because in the story, you know, that'll come in handy to know. But basically, okay, my mom is a singer. She travels a lot, and we also have a lot of family members in Indianapolis. So it was kind of like one of those mixed things. We were going there to sing as well, and my parent mom went to go sing. But we were also there visiting family. So we were in downtown Indianapolis, which if any of y'all have ever seen it, it's a big city. Well, I was with my mom and my nana was in a store, and my mom was in the store right next to it, and I got kind of bored, so I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go over to, you know, the video game section, when really I walked out, and I just was walking down the street, and I saw this alleyway, and I'm from a town with like 1,000 people or so, maybe if that. I did not know at the time that you were not to go down sketchy alleyways. So I went down this really
Yeah,
sketchy
fucking idiot.
alleyway, and at the very end of the alleyway, I see this like little burn barrel, and they looked like homeless people, but not really. And there were
Hold on,
like
what do you
there
mean
was
a
one
burn barrel?
guy,
What?
like one of the, oh God, yeah, I forgot y'all know what that is. Okay, it's like a metal barrel full of like fire. They have like wood
Oh, one
inside
of
that the homeless
those,
people
yeah.
use them.
Okay, I know what you're
Yeah, we call them
saying.
burn barrels where I live.
Yeah.
Um, So yeah, there were people huddled around there, and there was one guy who had really, really long, sketchy hair. He had glasses. One eye was a little bit, you know, everywhere, and the other one was, you know, looking straight at me. He was sitting beside the fire, and on the other side there was this guy. He kind of looked like he was part of the Italian mafia. He looked really sketchy. And then there were 2 black dudes and 3 women. Like, these were big black dudes. There were 3 women, and all these women, you know, they were fairly attractive, but they like, fam, they were like high as a kite, bruh. They were like in the stars. That's how high they were, bro. They were like in another galaxy. And they had like used needles all over the place. So obviously there'd be drugs going on. And I got really scared, so I turn around. Out of nowhere, I hear this guy go, "Hey!" I'm thinking, I'm just gonna keep walking, act like I didn't hear that. And then I hear, "Come here." I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, what? And so I turn around, and this guy, he's sitting there, you know, just being real sketchy. It was the guy right beside the guy that was kind of twitching a little bit, and, you know, had the eye a little bit everywhere. And so I walked down there, and everybody just, you know, mad dogging me, giving
Yeah,
that
fucking
bulldog
idiot.
look. And the guy is like, "Where's the stuff?" And I'm like, or no, he was like, "Where's the stuff?" I'm like, "What stuff?" He's like, "Don't mess with me. I know you got the stuff." And I'm like, I don't know what you're
Hold on,
talking
man.
about.
I
And
got
he's
you. Oh.
Too
Anyway,
bad. And so he literally gets up off of the crate that he was sitting on, gets up in my face, and starts yelling at me and says, "I know you got the stuff. Give me the stuff now, and then I'll give you the money." And I'm like, "Bro, you got the wrong guy." And he was like, "I ain't got no wrong guy." And you know what happens to people that lie around here? You know what happens to liars? And I
you
was
either
like,
get raped or killed.
no, I just said, I don't know, and I really don't want to know, sir. You have the wrong person. I'm 11 years old. Please do not hurt me. He was like, you ain't 11 years old. That's another lie. You know what we do to liars? We give them to Charlie. And I'm like, who's Charlie? He turns me around to the sketchy guy that had long hair, weird glasses, the eye going a little bit everywhere, and he was twitching. He turns me around, and he's like, "That's Charlie." Well, this guy Charlie, and I'm not making this up, he's sitting there twitching, looking scary as can be. He literally makes this noise exactly. I hear it every single time I close my eyes. Like, literally, it sounded like a horse that was dying. Like, a horse that got ran over by a train. Like, it was so scary, and it was almost like a shriek. And he turns me back around. He's like, "Do you want to be locked in a room with him for an hour and a half?" And I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, I don't know. I start hearing something like hitting the side of like the building. Like it was like a smack, like a hand smacking, but it was the side of like a concrete building thing. So I turn around. This guy is really banging his forehead on the side of the wall so much that there's literally blood on the wall. He's hitting his head so hard. I'm thinking, oh God, okay, oh shit, all right, oh that's not good. Well, he was like, "So you either give me the stuff or I hand you over to Charlie." And I'm like, I don't, I don't know what you be saying." And Charlie just literally gets up to me and looks at me straight in my face. And he says these exact words. To this day, I have no idea what they mean. But he said this. No idea what that means. No idea. He just literally leaned over my ear and made just like this low-pitched growl. And then he literally runs around the corner and runs back around. He runs around the corner and he has a shirt on, right? Comes back around the corner. He has his shirt off, his shoes and socks off in a matter of seconds, and is running around the burn barrel going like an Indian. And I'm thinking, bro, how messed up is this guy? Well, those three girls, they're just kind of looking over their brain dead. And then the two big black guys, like, start standing up with their, arms crossed. And they start walking over to me. I'm a little bit scared, okay? By a little bit, I mean, like, literally, I need to go find the nearest bathroom. So I'm sitting there. He starts making all these weird noises, and then he starts twitching. And when I say twitching, I don't mean just like little gentle, twitch. I mean, he was literally seizing on the floor. Okay? So the guy goes, oh God, oh Charlie, are you okay? So he lets go of my arms, and he literally runs over to Charlie, and Charlie's like seizing on the floor. He literally just stops, and just stares at him. He said this, he said, "I'm good." I'm like, you were just seizing on the floor, fam. You got a little bit of foam hanging out your mouth. You're just gonna be like, "I'm good." Like, yeah, I thought you were dying. So I'm just sitting there like in utter silence with that run through my head. And he'd be like, "Yeah, you tough, you good." And I'm just sitting here like, "Bro, he ain't good. He got foam. I don't know. I ain't an expert." But... So they're like, "All right, I'm gonna get down to business right now." And he lifts up his shirt, and I see the handle of a pistol that looked like a Glock. Maybe I didn't really get a good look. So I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to actually die. Oh, that's great." So I just
Okay.
look at him, and I was like, "All right, listen, I'll give you the stuff. I'll give you the stuff. All right, I'll give you." And he was like, "That's right. That's right." And I was like, "All right, so let me just grab it." I looked over and I saw this little baggie and it had money in it, okay? Which I guess was the stuff he was going to give me. Well, this is what I did, okay? I took the money, in a matter of seconds, grabbed the money, threw it at his face, and he was confused. Now, and I mean, it was a lot of money, bro. I don't even know what he thought I had, fam, but it was like $100 bills rolled. I don't know where this guy got all this money, but I threw it at his face and ran, okay? Now, I hear, "You're gonna regret that, you little bitch," from one of the big black guys. And I'm saying they're black, not to be racist. It's just to, paint the picture, man.
African
And
American.
so And I hear one of them say that, and I'm just running for my life. Okay, now this is not a fake story. I swear to God, I gotta put that. And so I turn around, and those two big guys, and Charlie comes running down. When Charlie comes running down, only one of his arms are actually working. Like, literally, one of his arms are working, and the other one's flailing in the wind. Like, it looked like a ribbon. Like, it looked like he had no bone at all. His arm was literally just flailing. Like, it was like rubber. It was like one of them rubber pencils, the little pencil erasers. Bro, no. It was flopping in the wind. He literally just falls. He literally just falls down right there as he's running. And two guys, they're chasing after me, alright? But we're pretty good, decent away. And when I'm scared, I can run. So I go around the corner, and I run past this guy, and he's wearing this really just sketchy trench coat, and I bump into him. And the two black guys come around the corner, and this guy in the trench coat says, "What are you guys doing to this kid?" And dude, like, he threw money in the boss's face. I'm like, bro, am I in a movie? And he was like, don't mess with him. And we're just like, oh, okay. They walk away. I'm like, are you Jesus? And, no, I was like, who are you? He was like, that's none of your business, and just walks away. So I'm like, that's a little bit weird. So I'm walking back to the hotel room, alright, where not the hotel room, what the crap? Walking back over to the store where my mom and Ann are, alright. They had no idea what happened. And then I see, the guy that I threw the money in face of, I see that guy walk into the store. And he's looking right at me from across, like, the aisles and stuff. He's looking right at me. Just doesn't say that. He just looks at me until we leave. He literally just stands in the corner, just watches me until we leave. And we stayed in a hotel room in downtown Indiana that night, and I did not sleep at all. And that's all I have of the story. It's a pretty crappy story, but I had to say it.
Wow. 11-year-old drug dealer. Isn't that something?
Apparently, man.
Alright, I don't even. Oh my god.
It was a lot longer than I wanted it to be.
And this happened in a span of how long?
Like 10 minutes. It happened so fast. Well,
Oh.
no, okay. He watched us for a good 20. I can guarantee that.
Oh my
He's like,
god.
Mom, man, we need to go. We need to go, like, now. They were like, what's your rush? Like, my rush is we gonna get
Oh
stabbed.
my god. Well, this was Penguin's story of his time being an 11-year-old drug dealer. Not really.
It's such a
Anyway,
retarded story. I just wasted so many people's time.
anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video.
We didn't. Don't even.
Trust me,
Don't
there'll be
even.
more stories coming from this guy. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, God.